Well, it's just gone 9 o'clock Central African time. This is BTV News. We are broadcasting live from the nation's capital, Gaborone. I'm Ulibile Samoka. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. President Masisi urges artists to use their talents wisely to improve their economic status. Droves of prospective parliamentary and council candidates register for elections.
And in sports, City Giants Rollers and Gaborone United share sports in the opening match of the FNB Premiership last night.
Ndebakazebetlela joining us later on this sport news. Now, Topotapos is interpreting in sign language. Our first story, government has created a conducive environment for the creative industry to prosper and reach greater heights through strategies and initiatives such as the Department of Broadcasting Services Roadshow. During the DBS Town Hall and Roadshow Season 2 Awards, President Masisi advised artists to exploit such opportunities to grow their talents. Wanda Soul Stress emerged the overall winner of Season 2, walking away with a brand new Polo Vivo car amongst other gifts. Monica Setswaya.
The winner wins a studio album, music video. They'll be clothed for a year, clothing, artist management. But as we did the top 5, sir, we realized they are all so talented. The least we can do is record an EP for all 5 of them.
Top 5 local artists selected from 31 districts across the country crowned and the Department of Broadcasting Services DBS Town Hall and Roadshow Season 2 Awards. The roadshow, which was established following the COVID-19 period through the Economic Recovery and Transformation Plan, is one of the many steps government has taken in recognizing the value of the creative industry to the country's economy.
And when the opportunity presented itself for us to diversify the economy, to provide for more opportunities for employment and self-employment, boy, oh boy, I marshaled my cabinet to develop a budget that would enable this.
Since its inception in 2022, the initiative is said to have managed to exceed its set targets.
We provided 114 permanent jobs. I'm talking about opportunities that did not exist if it were not for these shows. All the artists who partook in these festivals have been identified, they are registered, and that's why the president of BOMU was saying they have grown.
However, discovering our talents may require being assisted by others whose talents have already blossomed. We call them destiny helpers. It is in this regard that the DBS Roadshow was conceived.
Public and private partnerships come highly recommended to exploit the whole value chain within the entertainment sector.
Private sector involvement in the arts and sports in Botswana remains one thing that shocks me, to say the least. If you're to do a simple comparison analysis just on Google of how much mobile companies sponsor the Ivory Coast team, for instance, and how much it sponsors teams in this country, you'd be shocked at the difference, sir. But go further on and check how much profit they make in Botswana versus in the Ivory Coast. This cuts across all sectors, sir.
Ministry of State President, Big Dog. The President of this great republic.
The DBS Roadshow Season 3 is on the cards, with the President promising it will be bigger and better as an amount of 3.8 million bula has been injected into it to ensure it takes off. Monica Setswaya, BTV News, Gaborone.
In the Chobe constituency, the returning officer, Ms. Onalen Nasechele, stated that there has been an increase in the number of nominated parliamentary candidates in the Chobe constituency. In this elections year, there are 4 candidates and 1 independent candidate, while in the previous 2019, there were only 2 candidates. She further stated that the registration was a smooth exercise with no rejections, and all candidates complied with the Independent Electoral Commission.
Mo kgaolong ya botlhophi ya Chobe re na le bontlhopheng ba ba tlhomamisitsweng go tswa mo tsatsing la gompieno ha re tswala ka nako ya botlhano ba le batlhano mme ba ntse jaana go na le ntlhopheng yo tswa mo partying ya Botswana Congress Party or BCP ke ene Oscar Simasiku Mapulanga. In
the Chobe constituency, we have registered 5 nominated parliamentary candidates. The candidates are Oscar Simasiku Mapulanga from BCP, Laksin Lipoli Kokoto from BDP, Makwesi Mwanza Rakuru from BPF, Victor Chikaliwena from UDC, and Singa Gachana as an independent candidate. Since the registration commenced, we haven't encountered any challenges. All candidates complied with the IEC requirements.
Ke batla go begela batswana gore mo kgaolong ya botlhophi ya Chobebetso ha re sa le re simolotse mo mosong ono tsamaiso ya rona e tsamaile hela sentle ga rana le mathata ape tsotlhe tse di ne di batliwa mo go ba bane ba ika ha ile gore ba tsile go emela go kwadisa go emela diphathi tsa bone ba ne ba tshotse tsotlhe tse re neng re di batla.
Parliamentary and council candidates nomination process has been completed without any challenges in Maung, according to the returning officer. The village that has the second largest population in the country is going to the polls, with 3 constituencies being Maung East, Maung West and Maung North, which is an increase from just 2 in 2019. The 3 constituencies registered parliamentary candidates from the umbrella for democratic change, the Botswana Congress Party and the Botswana Democratic Party, while Maung East registered the 4th candidate from BPF.
Voter registration card. A valid umang. Batho ba bothe tshwanetse ba ba ikwadiseditse mo constituency eo ja ka re bua ka Maung North. Tshwanetse ba ikwadise Maung North. Me so fa mo wa setseng ba gorogile ba. Ba bothe ba pasitse
dio di tsama sente di party le batho ba ikepetseng ka nosi ba tsile ba thusitswe ga gona di kgoletse tse di kalo tse di ka supiwang gore di ka ba kgoreletsa ka tsela epe
ra khona go bula santara rona ya Maung West e ne le based ko Ngami Junior Secondary School. Me re tlhotse re kgonne go kwadisa baemedi ba le bararo ba ile gore botlhe ne ba tshwere dipampiri tsa bone di le ka ha re di sologetseng ka teng ga ra ka ra nna le makgwara ape ha ne re kwadisetsa teng re kgonne go hetsa le ka yona go ene e beilwe ya mantsiba ya 5.
The returning officer at Boteti West Parliamentary Nomination Center, Mr. Motshwarima Matseka, says all parliamentary candidates who expressed an interest to contest in the upcoming general elections have succeeded.
We have received nominations for 3 parliamentary candidates, being Mr. Thomas Katengane of Botswana Congress Party, Botswana Democratic Party represented by His Honor Mr. Slamba Tsohwane, and Umbrella for Democratic Change is represented by Mr. Sam Dirwa. Those are the candidates who have successfully submitted their names and qualified. There are some few challenges like not filling the forms properly, but they ultimately managed.
Halele na gona le dikgwethonyana tsa go sa kwala sentle re nna re ba buisa me hela all in all bana ba hela ba ategile.
Now, the second city of Francistown returning officers including said the nominations went well with no incidents. Francistown's 3 constituencies were represented by different political parties at the Friday parliamentary nominations. Terima Khweng has more.
Parliamentary nominations in Francistown went well without any major hiccups. In Francistown, 3 constituencies of Francistown South, Francistown East and Francistown West saw 4 different parties being represented in all the 3 constituencies. Returning officers say they experienced minor challenges by supporters who needed guidance on which information to provide in the forms, but overall process went well.
The candidates, Bali Bane.
We received 4 candidates and everything went well. The only mistakes that were there were on filling the forms and we helped. All went well. We opened around 9 a.m.
9.
Francistown South saw Mr. Solomon Rikeletseng of BDP, Mr. Mudiri Lucas of BPF, Mr. Winter Muluzi of UDC, and Mr. Interest Tawele of BCP successfully becoming parliamentary candidates.
Party ya BOTSWANA Democratic Party,
The first candidate to come was from BDP, followed by BPF, then BCP, and finally UDC.
Party ya BOTSWANA Congress Party BCP, UDC.
Francistown East saw Mr. Godisan Radisego of BDP, Mr. Tiroyaone Nzima of UDC, Ms. Georapetse Muzila of BPF, Mr. Vane Mamela of BCP succeeding in their parliamentary nominations. While Francistown West saw Mr. Mfundisi Hendrik of BPF, Mr. Samuel Kyalozwe of BDP, Mr. Shimbise Untuse of BCP, and Mr. Ignatius Muswane of UDC also succeeding.
This candidate ba anale mo bidiwang gore batho ba le babedi yo mongwe ga ke proposer.
The candidate has to have a proposer and a second one and then 7 supporters.
Ba ka nna ba go teng ke di supporter. There are 7 in number.
Come the 30th of October, voters will exercise their constitutional rights by voting for their desired representatives. Terima Khweng, BTV News, Francistown.
You're watching BTV News. Thank you for staying with us. Now, the chairperson of the ruling BOTSWANA Democratic Party, Mr. Slamba Tsogwane, has appealed to the Gaborone electorates to trust and vote Anna Mokgethi and Rebaone Sema as the parliamentary representative for Gaborone Bonington North and Gaborone North, respectively. Speaking at a combined launch this morning, Mr. Slamba Tsogwane shared that the BDP has done enough for Botswana, and as such, they will continue to strive for more developmental programs aimed at uplifting the lives of the people. Untatile reports.
The chairperson of the BDP this Saturday launched a train strike comprising of Anna Mokgethi for Gaborone Bonington North and Rebaone Sema for Gaborone North, both whom have successfully filed as parliamentary candidates for their respective areas. The chairperson of the party reasoned why they should be trusted again.
Go tabulula itshulelo ka tibelo pele ya 2036 ra go goroga ha le ka re sala morago tshepa domo koraga mme gore tshepa mo ke mo la go bona re tsweletse ka mananeo a ileng gore a tsusulusa dikgwebo tse di potana tse di uleng mananeo a tsusulusa ntimo mananeo a ileng gore a ka le thusa go ya pele.
The ruling BDP's message is that of hope and assurance to the electorates.
BOTSWANA ba tshwanetse gore ba itse gore poloka ya bone serodumo sa bone le ha se le gore be le ntse aga le ntseana ha e sa le ka ngwaga wa 1965 ka ditlhopho tsa ntlha yaanong re lebile ditlhopho tsa bo 13 ba itse gore kgololesego ya bone mo meweng le mo megopolong ke etsetsweng ke mananeo le tsamaiso ya party ya ga Dom Kraga.
The two parliamentary candidates for Gaborone constituencies are ready for the task ahead, sharing that theirs is a partnership which will transform the capital city.
Ra itse gore selelo se se go godimo mo Gaborone Bonington North ke ditsela tsa mmu mme maikelo a rona ke go tswela re ntse re nyeletsa ditsela tsele tsa mmu. In the whole of Gaborone go na le more than 400 kilometers ya ditsela tsa mmu tse leng gore re batla go tshwaragana le mapalamente a mangwe mo Gaborone gore re tshwaraganele tiro yone.
Le lona Batswana le sekala thoka boroko re mo atentse di bobebe re mo ketapeleng e re ka sekeng re tsamaye re thore e bona. Mothusa Tautona ke amogela thomo ka tatso pedi tse di phepa kana ga temokodi wa pula wa belediwa.
Meanwhile, the BDP has appealed to the general electorate to trust them with their vote as they've done in the past. The party says it aims to win all the 5 constituencies that makes up the capital city. On Tatile Boti, BTV News, Gaborone.
Khosi Ana Ranko of Khanzi has encouraged women to play a more active role in the nation's transformational strategy so that they too have a hand in transforming the economy from a middle to a high-income status. Speaking on Thursday in Khanzi, Khosi Ranko summoned female teachers from Itiki Junior School to the Khotla so they can discuss issues affecting them. Angela Nusa and Liso Mokwaisi compiled this report.
According to the Population and Housing Census of 2022, Khanzi has a population of around 19,012, with 9,697 being females. As such, women are encouraged to refrain from taking a back seat on issues pertaining to driving the economy, but instead play visible roles in society. Women have taken a back seat when it comes to partaking in a lot of issues and at times need to be backed to play a more active role. We have the National Transformational Strategy, which we have to really strive to ensure it comes to fruition by being more involved. There is the mining sector. What role do you as a woman play in this sector? There's the fishing industry, which we have to actively play a part in. Let's not forget to mention agriculture, which is the backbone of the economy. Tourism is also one sector we can fully engage in order to grow our economy. Government pins its hopes on various sectors, which, if unlocked, can generate a ripple effect of benefits. Women and girls are therefore called on to ride on this wave.
Women grab the opportunity. There are a lot
of opportunities and sectors which we call for more women to engage in. Mining, agriculture, and tourism are such sectors which we can invest in so that we can improve the economies in our homes as well as the nation as a whole. Those which we learn in class should be lessons we can use in the future, which can spiral us into taking up various initiatives and programs meant to improve lives. We teach pottery, t-shirt printing, and beadwork, which I think are good business ventures the youth can venture into. This meeting was led by the theme Mindset Change, Women Grab the Opportunity. Angela Nosa, BTV News.
Now, it is very crucial for people to take care of their physical and mental well-being to perform at their optimal best. This was said by Commander Brigadier Benjamin Masunga during the Cadet Officers Class 45 of 24 Wellness Day celebrations at Matsoloje Village on Friday. Kilibonyi Lekalaki.
Mr. Masunga stated that through this activity, they seek to put more emphasis on the significance of wellness as a holistic approach to living well and exchanging knowledge on different issues rather than just the absence of illness. He further stated that keeping the body physically active through exercising is very important and in everything one does, hence encouraging individuals to embrace mindset change. For us to reach older age, we must exercise and do a lot of physical activity and also pay attention to what we consume. This is what we encourage as Botswana Defence Force, that we clean our villages to avoid many diseases.
a re emeleng metse ya rona ka dinao re phepahatsa go phepahatsa mo go kganna malwetse a.
This event, which was held under the theme Harmony Within, Nurturing Body, Mind and Community, brought stakeholders from the health sector and others. We have noticed that the consequences of a child's actions are due to their upbringing or the relationship between parents and their children. Parents must provide for their children and avoid using harsh words when addressing them.
Se a enne tshimollo ya gore le go impedi ka gore.
May this be the beginning of normalizing physical exercising in order to fight non-communicable diseases.
Non-communicable disease malwetse a sa tshelwaneng ke gona gore re nne re itshidila.
The community was urged to normalize exercising, to fight non-communicable diseases, and to have a strong and healthy relationship with their children. This move is believed to be more capable of boosting children's self-esteem and help them grow to be responsible individuals who shun the use of illicit drugs. Gidi Bonye Lekalake, BTV News, Matsiloje.
Now, let's go to the U.S. American President Joe Biden has sent 1,000 troops to help assist in the response and recovering efforts in communities affected by Hurricane Helene. While on a tour to affected areas, President Biden said he will do everything possible to help the hurricane victims. Hurricane Helene has so far caused the deaths of over 200 people, making it the deadliest since Hurricane Katrina in the year 2005.
It's reported that the number of deaths is continuing to climb and those missing are numbered in the hundreds. It said the heavy downpour caused catastrophic damage, collapse of houses and infrastructure, and wrecked communities. President Joe Biden has promised those affected by the hurricane he will help rebuild their communities.
I see you, I hear you, I grieve with you, and I promise you we have your back. We're going to stay until you're restored.
Those impacted by the hurricane detailed the destruction it caused.
Hurricane Helene has really devastated middle and south Georgia. We are experiencing severe power outages, even though our power companies are working as hard as they can.
You feel beat down, like you can't come back from it. You feel like this could be the end of things as you knew it, you know, of your town, of your community.
When checking on Georgia residents, Vice President Kamala Harris said they won't leave till the residents have been given satisfactory help.
To the residents of this community and the region is that we are here for the long haul.
Currently, rescue efforts are still ongoing to find the hundreds missing. Also, emergency workers are working round the clock to clean cities and debris caused by the hurricane. Laonele Gwale, BTV News.
And that is the news. And Tebogang Sebetlela standing by to give you the sport news.
Thank you very much. Ulibile Samoka now BOTSWANA Tonight Sports News follows with me in Tebogang Sebetlela. Gaborone United and Township Rollers played to a 1-1 draw in their first FNB Premiership game played at the National Stadium last night. The Rats were the first to draw blood on the 64th minute, courtesy of their top man Tataone Kamanyani, while Sokolame Boys scored an equalizer 2 minutes later. In another game played at Itigen Stadium, Orapa United played to a goalless draw with Chadibe FC. Let us take a look at the highlights of the Gaborone United and Township Rollers game.
the FNB Premiership 2024-2025 season. Momosamekong omutuna bana di salam makpata bona Township Rollers hasala hurle du kako the Blues United kana the Blues bata khona ho ka boela momosamekong tsetseretsa mamogo a bo masome a re bone segolame a ba yatlanya leletlo wa mahempe boy wash santse ba ja monate ba Gaborone United ba bona sebaka at the Blues e bona mo go segolame a ba neela the Blue Nation lentswe la bone.
I'm a bit disappointed, of course, because of with the result. Yes, in all honesty, I think we were the team that could have, got out of here with the maximum points. We had clear or just to roll the ball into the net without the goalkeeper. We couldn't do that, but I'm not unhappy. I'm not unhappy with the performance of the boys. I'm not unhappy. The first game, big game, derby. I thought we were the better side. To be honest, in a number of chances created, we were superior.
The intensity of the competition and the friendly games not the same. But looking at the level of fitness, I'm happy with the boys. They managed to hold on and even take the game to GU. Yeah, a 50-50 game. First half GU was better, first 15-20 minutes, and then we take the game to them. It was a balanced one, and not much, chances created, but I would say we could have done better.
Now, in today's match of the FNB Premiership that commenced yesterday, defending champions Jordan Galaxy got off to a great start when they defeated VTM FC by 2-0. Onkabetse Makhantai opened the account for Galaxy in the 16th minute, while Neo Makachane scored the second goal of the match 10 minutes before full time. Let's look at the highlights.
To the center pairing, then from there gonna be wide through the midfield, and at that time Pansa Motebe got the onside, Choro Meja Makhantai Abayata Letloa Meja Adirayanta Yachanen Galaxy Hapayali Dikotataha Alessansen Asha Rabona Jalono Yantaya Motameko Meja Makhantai. What a beautiful pass. Hokamo Trapa Jalolena Time Lorania Hako Meja. Throw by Benson Mangolo, Bonamaitikwa Hawapele, Abare Tanki Kabonga, and now Mokachane, Abakachaya Bobedi Monetruing, Alakale Sansen, Hokanete Fata Horachan Galaxy, Babanana Bobedi.
First and foremost, I would like to congratulate Joanne Galaxy for the win. It wasn't our day. We played well. Despite playing well, but if you fail to convert those chances that we had, then it will backfire. And it's a learning curve for us. This is just the beginning of the league. We'll try to pick up the pieces and try to work on our finishing. I think that was the major setback on our side.
To be honest, I'm happy for the 3 points. I still believe that we could have done better. But I'm happy that we have played the first match. Always first matches, you'll always have a problem of consistency, drop of concentration, and I think it happened many a times for us today. We dropped many a times. We did not give really the performance that we wanted.
The University of Botswana rugby team Rhinos yesterday hosted a meet and greet session with rugby teams from Zambia and South Africa that will be participating in the inaugural rugby tournament. Horata Muyin reports.
According to the president of Rhinos, Hakim Emmanuel, the main objective of the tournament is to grow rugby sport as well as building bilateral relations among the participating countries. We want our young ones to be able to compete with other players from other countries, yes, so that they can see our beautiful country. The South African All-Star captain Mfana Shabangu says they have been waiting for this day and are ready for the tournament, explaining that they are going to do all the best to win it. He pointed out that such games are good as it is a platform for players to learn from each other.
We are the SA All-Stars, and this event is quite a big one to us. We come here, we try to come here every year to compete and grow as a team and take part and show our efforts from back at home and all the hard work we put into this team. So yes, that is why we're here. We're here to win.
This is the first time this tournament is held, and it has attracted 12 men and 8 ladies teams. The organizers of the tournament explain that they hope to make it an annual event. Horata Moeng, PTV Sport, Gaborone.
Now, lastly, Thabiso Mpolokeng of Bond Boxing won his first title fight against Zimbabwean boxer Shungu Kupani in the Super International Bantamweight bout yesterday at the Bond Boxing Fight night in Gaborone. Khomzos Fako with the details.
The boxer
Mpolokeng and Kupani took center stage in a tricky main bout of the day. The Good Hope won. Mpolokeng threw some powerful punches against the Zimbabwean opponent in the opening round. Though he had an upper hand, the Zimbabwean wasn't giving him a rest as he made him sweat for his money. The local lad took up the challenge to emerge victorious.
The overall was very the best because I started from the gym, got training hard. So coming here was just to get what's it supposed to be. This win means a lot to me because we are going forward. We are still going to prepare for more fights coming out. So I'll just give thanks to all sponsors. Battle, ball gets there and we go up.
Yeah, Mpolokeng is a tough fighter. Yeah, but he couldn't have knocked me down. He can't knock me out here, but I will get him next time. Yeah, we are still going, still trying to make it. Yeah, 4 fights, it's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing. We just wait for the next round. Then you come to Zimbabwe, I will get him.
The local boxers dominated the day as Kagoitsi Lerakhwathile stole the limelight in the night after finishing the international featherweight fight in the second round with a technical knockout against Given Daure from Zimbabwe.
That's it. And he goes down on one knee. That was punishment. Took him only 2 rounds only.
The international middleweight fight between Musitswege and Thambani Mhlanga was also an exciting fight and ended with a close score as Tswege took it with a split decision. In the 2 national title contest, Botswana Saubek and Pezulu won the national junior lightweight with a unanimous decision against compatriot Kiamokhetsedi Todi. Tsepang Romotho was one of the winners as he downed Unkarabile Muthibedi with a unanimous decision. Khomzos Fako, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Finish him. That was the last update of our sports news this evening. But before we part, let me take it back to Libile Samoka to remind us of our top leading stories.
President Masisi urges artists to use their talents wisely to improve their economic status. Droves of prospective parliamentary and council candidates register for elections.
And in sports, City Giants are last and you share the sports in the opening match of the FNB Premiership last night.
That is the news we had for you this Saturday. Do stay with us. I on Saturday coming after weather. I'll see you on the other side.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's The Focus brought to you by Leader Wati. Looking at the current satellite image, clear skies are visible over the entire country. Tomorrow, expecting partly cloudy conditions over Kalahari, southern southeast, Katling and Gwening. Central and northeast, we're expecting patches of clouds. Clear skies are expected over Chobe, Gamiland and Khansi districts. Fresh winds expected over most parts of the country tomorrow. Therefore, the public is advised to take necessary precautions. In the morning, we expect mild temperatures over the whole country between 11 and 15 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, we expect warm temperatures over the entire country ranging between 27 and 31 degrees Celsius. As for the SADC region, partly cloudy conditions expected over Kabeha with 27 degrees Celsius. Clear skies expected over Maseru and Manzini with 29 degrees Celsius over Manzini and 24 degrees Celsius over Maseru. Antananarivo expecting showers with 25 degrees Celsius, as well as Beira with 26 degrees Celsius. Harare and Lusaka expecting clear skies with 25 degrees Celsius over Harare and 20 degrees Celsius over Lusaka. Dar es Salaam expecting showers with 29 degrees Celsius. All over Blantyre expecting patches of clouds with 23 degrees Celsius. That's the weather forecast. Good night.